Hi everyone and welcome back to Made in Mexico story. This is chapter 7, Living La Vida Loba. And it's split into two parts, and in the first part we get to drive this old Ford truck to the destination without getting it into too much trouble. As usual, the first part is not relevant for your stars rating, so all you need to do is get through it. You need to reach the destination on time and without filling your damage meter completely. The path you take doesn't really matter. As you can see, I'm deviating from the route a little bit, but that's more of kind of rebellion rather than a necessity. The time is pretty relaxed here, so all you need to worry about is not hitting stuff. Now the damage meter starts filling up from any collision, including the smallest breakable objects, but the only real danger of filling it up is if you hit an NPC car or a building heads on at high speed. Otherwise you should be fine. Also, if you hit something, you can just rewind back and it will restore your damage along with your position, so you should be fine there. Drive to the destination, the time is quite relaxed and there shouldn't be any trouble there. Now in the second part we get to drive the modern Ford truck, the F150, and we need to get 150k points in skills. Now the area where we appear may seem like okay place for that in the beginning, because there's a lot of jumps there, but there's also a ton of trees there, and that's not something you want around you when you're trying to build a skill chain. So my recommendation is drive up north into this clearing. It's pretty easily seen on the map, and just basically drive north along with that dirt road you can see on the map, and you should have no problem finding it. The good thing about this area is it's not completely flat, so you can do some jumps here. There's a ton of breakables here. You can see there's fences all around there. There's small trees and small bushes, so you can always get some points up. And this truck is actually pretty drifty, so you can continuously drift in and out. So getting the 150k points shouldn't be a big deal here. Just remember, you cannot rewind while your chain is up. If you try to rewind, the chain will be broken and you have to start over. Similarly, there's a building or two. Yeah, there's a few buildings in this area. They are very clearly visible, so just don't go near them. Make sure you don't hit any walls or any big trees, and you should be fine. If for whatever reason you don't like this place, there's also a couple of nice areas to the east from your starting location, close by the beach, both on the grass area where there's a ton of smaller bushes and small trees for the same purpose of racking up your wreckage points, or right on the beach. But I really like this area more. It's much closer than those two, so you have more time to get to your required points, and this one is just much safer. There's fewer hazards and there's a donkey running around, so you can play a bit chasing the donkey. That's pretty much it to this story. You can't really finish the chapter earlier. You have to wait for the timer to run out, but as you can see, we're already in excess of 200k points, so I'll just keep fooling around for a bit until the timer runs out. I don't really care how many points this will end up with, as long as it's over 150k, which is required for 3 stars. That's it for this chapter. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Great, job's done, and the scratches will buff right out. Thanks for the help. Now I just need to get my abuelo's old F100 back to the garage.